Local 3's news and weather apps take us with you everywhere.
Whether you are watching us this morning and you are happily married, or perhaps you are looking for that special someone to share your life with, you are in luck this morning, because we have, for the first time on our show, Dr. Renee Gordon, who also calls herself Dr. Love. Renee Gordon. She is a life and relationship expert, and she is here to share some 101 tips with us this morning. So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're so happy to have you. Can I tell you congratulations? First crack out of the gate though. Congratulations on two things. One, you are on the cover of a magazine here in Chattanooga, but two, you are still the #1 seller with your book here called Swipe for Mr. Right.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, the magazine is called Women on the Go, and it's from out of Chattanooga. And this is a #1 best-selling book in 13 categories internationally.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I had asked you if there was something that you felt kind of separated you from the pack and made you special. And I thought she was going to say life experience, but you didn't. You said love experience.
Love experience, exactly. And it is life experience as well. You know, I was engaged several times, and the reason why I broke up all the relationships that I was engaged to is because they weren't in alignment with values and beliefs for a long term. As I shared earlier, you know, anyone can find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but you want to find somebody who's your best friend, who you can trust, and who's always got your back.
So I think that's a great way for us to usher in the fact that we're going to talk a little bit about the online dating, which has become the way so often to meet people. You, however, are included in that. You met your husband of 25 years, is that
Correct.
right?
Yeah, 25 years in April on Match.com.
So there are some misconceptions, I guess, that we have about online dating.
Yes, there are misconceptions, and it is a powerful tool. All this is a tool, and using any app is a tool. But what it does when you're online dating, it attracts the right person to you.
What I love that you said is it makes you have to know yourself.
Yes.
In order to write the profile.
Exactly. And the profile is very powerful as well. You know, when you write a profile, it's not about writing a resume for a job. And you want to do it with a lot of love and intention when you're actually writing. So when you're writing a profile, don't just put down, I love to travel. You want to put down, I love to travel. You should check out my passport because it's full of different countries. Or you can say, I love to travel, and I want to share a story that you were in Italy, you got lost, you went and discovered a beautiful little cafe or a little castle, or you sat by the river and you just enjoyed the food and things like that, getting lost in Italy.
Make it personal.
Exactly. Or you like to cook, and what's your favorite recipe? Instead of saying, I like to cook, you can say, I love to cook, and this is what I love to make.
So as you and I are talking, I guess I should let people know that yes, you can buy her books, and yes, you can take these tips that she'll share this morning, but you are here in Chattanooga, moved a couple years ago, happily, from California.
Yes.
So people can contact you for a consultation, and maybe you can help them either with some things they're going through at the moment or ways to improve. Their outreach.
Exactly. And then when you reach out to my office, make sure that you mention Julie Edwards and Local 3, and we'll give you a complimentary session as well as a gift.
Okay, so let's go keep on with these tips, and that's awfully kind of you to do for people. I guess so much of life we get kind of caught up in a rut. Life becomes a habit. So do some people have bad dating habits?
Yes, as anything, we're only human. Sometimes we do have bad habits, but we can always change that, and it's always about changing your mindset. And would you like me to give you some keys to a relationship?
Sure.
So one of the keys, or I should say a few keys to having any solid relationship, whether it's with your husband, wife, your children, or business associates, it's not just about love, but respect, acknowledgement, attention, affection, and open communication. When you have those 5 keys, it's like having the best ingredients in something delicious to eat.
So, okay, let's pause on that one for a minute. Tell me the 5 again.
Okay, it's not just about love, but respect, acknowledgement, attention, affection, and open communication.
So none of the 5 really work in isolation of the others.
Correct, exactly. You can't just have somebody who's just talking at you and just talking and talking. You have to have acknowledging. Here's an example. Many times a husband may empty out the trash, and he's not acknowledged when he comes back with an empty trash can. You got to acknowledge him and say, honey, thank you for emptying the trash. I know it's sort of small. Or when he comes home from work and he's been driving on the freeway for an hour or so in traffic, and he comes home and he's exhausted, and then when the family comes up to him and is inundating him with problems and situations, he wants to be with a clicker, watching sports and having a can of beer for at least a half an hour to decompress.
Okay, you say that there is one golden rule for love.
Yes, the golden rule for love is loving yourself. First is loving God, but loving yourself and knowing yourself. And if you want to attract that right person, it's all about loving yourself, because who you have to be if you want to have more joy, love, and respect and happiness. You have to feel that within yourself. No one makes you whole.
So
you have to be whole on your own.
That old saying about, oh, he or she completes me, really not the right thing to say, because you have to be enough for yourself to then share with somebody else.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
I am running out of time. Let me see if I have, okay, they're real fast. The biggest myth about online dating.
The biggest myth is that it's for people who want to hook up or for people who are desperate. And it's not true at all. It's for people who are really serious about finding love, but it's all in the mindset.
So let me tell you, when you reach out to her, just know that it's going to be very sincere. She does exude love. She is very, very kind. She will probably pay you more compliments than you've ever been paid in your life.
Thank you.
She is a dear, dear person, and we're so happy that she's here now in Chattanooga. So her name is Dr. Renee Gordon, Dr. Love Renee Gordon. There's her information. Find her online at reneelovecoach.com. There's her phone number, and we are so glad that you are here.
Thank you so much.
You
I
are
really
lovely.
appreciate it. Thank you. And so are you. Nice to meet you.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Big name brand heat pumps with heat kits as low as $2,600. 3/8-inch thick beadboard paneling, only $22.50 a sheet. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry. Limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
You wake up, clock in, and put in a hard day's work. But what happens when an ordinary workday takes a turn for the worse? On-the-job injuries bring